going on, Leo? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for October 2022. So in this reading, Leo, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy for October. We're going to take a look at some things you do not see coming and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides regarding October 2022. But before we begin this reading, Leo, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading. And I really do appreciate you in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading happens to resonate with you, Leo, definitely smash that like button, subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. That would also be greatly appreciated over here, Leo. So, without further ado, I'm going to pull the energy and we'll see what it is that would like to come through for you for October 2022, Leo. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Leo. Alright, Leo, let's lay out these cards and see what it is that is going on here for you. Alright, Leo, interesting opportunity and energy that's coming through for you here. There's a lot kind of going on in your love life and also your career. For a lot of you here, Leo, it's coming through very strongly in October. Something to do with your work grows a little bit stagnant is what I'm sensing here. There's something about the way that you make money that is very satisfying because you feel quite, for some of you, you feel happy about it, you feel accomplished with it, you feel secure, but at the same time there's, you feel like it's holding you back from really expanding into something that's more enjoyable. Like there's something about your work might start to drain you in October and you start to be like, well, I can't believe this is happening. Like, I can't believe I feel this shitty about my work. Some of you are going to definitely experience that. Now, on the other hand, it's coming through very strong, Leo. A lot of you as well, there's someone here that you're connecting to in love that has a very strong physical pull on you. I feel like you have a realization about maybe or maybe not this person is going to be for you long term. It's yet to be seen here, Leo. All I can tell you is you're going to have a sudden realization, and you don't see this coming, about someone in love where it changes a little bit, okay? Because you're having a hard time rejecting the idea of someone, all right? This is for the love people, for the connection you're dealing with in love, Leo. Like there's a feeling in October where you kind of intuitively know, like, I don't know if this is going to go anywhere long term, but at the end of the day, it's hard for you to reject something. Also, a lot of you could be in denial about the work thing. I'm just going to be honest with you, all right? So let's get into this reading here. We start off with the Hierophant as your opportunity, Leo. So what's coming through is you need to question authority, all right? Definitely question, like, what system are you plugged into and why are you doing it, all right? What are your limiting beliefs that I can't break out of something? The Hierophant here has to do with some sort of power structure in your life that we're going to have to clarify what it's about as well, Leo. I mean, for a select few of you, you could be thinking about getting married to someone. You could be thinking about getting into a commitment, but there's all these hesitations. We're going to have to clarify what that's about in a moment. Now, you also have the Two of Swords, Leo, in your challenge. So a lot of you are really not, for October, it's like you know something's there, it's tugging at you, you don't want to look at it though. All right, your challenge is that you do not want to see something here. Also, a lot of you could be you could be trying to get a promotion in your job is what I'm getting, and there's someone here who's keeping you stuck, or there's something here keeping you stuck. I'm more so, this also could be the person you're dealing with in love for a lot of you, Leo, where they're not open to certain things. But for the vast majority of you, I do sense, honestly, it's your own energy surrounding something. You just don't want to look at the reality, and that's dangerous because let's just keep moving on, and we're going to clarify that in a moment. So in your overall general energy, Leo, you have the Seven of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and also the Devil in your overall general energy. So this is why I'm saying a lot of you here, you start to feel like, is this even worth it? When it comes to something that you worked very hard at, something that you invested in, I'm getting this has to do with work. For some of you, it could have to do with career. You start to be like, there's this restless feeling like, why am I living here? Why am I doing this? It's like, you're like, is this really life? Is this all life has to offer? Okay, but there's also, some of you may be wanting to look at your limiting beliefs, because I almost, with that Devil energy, there's something here where your thoughts are hooked up to something and it's telling you you have no other option. You have to be here. And the truth is, you don't have to be there. Like, if you just quit your job, like, you can figure it out another way. I promise you that. You really can. So don't believe the lie that you're stuck. I'm stuck here for the next 30 years. It's like, you have free will. What thought forms try to do, what big structures, hierophants, they all try to like box us into a matrix here. And I really feel like you start to, in October, be like, why haven't I questioned this earlier? But because you've been not questioning it for such a long time, it makes it that much harder to question it now. All right, let's keep going here, Leo. This isn't what you don't see coming. And what you don't see coming, you have the Hanged Man, the Seven of Swords, and you also have the Page of Pentacles here, and what you don't see coming. So for a lot of you, to stick on the theme of work and career and money thing, you start to at least develop like an idea about what you could do next. The Page of Pentacles is a new physical direction. It's being willing to do the dirty work. So a lot of you could be learning a new skill that will eventually make you money somehow. It's like all the free time that you have when you're done with your job, it's like you start to really work on shit that will help you escape this paradigm. For others of you though, with this Seven of Swords and also the Hanged Man here, I do feel like in love a little bit, there's someone here who you may have to, I'm getting you're going to have a realization about someone in love where for some of you it's going to be good, for some of you it's going to be bad, but whatever you're thinking as you're watching this right now, especially if it's still early October, whatever you're thinking about the person, you're going to have a deep realization about them. It could be that they're dishonest. For a lot of you though, you realize like, this is about you, the Seven of Swords, like, I'm gonna wait until we start clarifying. Now, here's where it gets a little bit interesting, right? In your advice from your spirit guides, we have the Ten of Cups, the Three of Cups, and also the King of Swords here in the advice from your spirit guides, Leo. You have to realize you're dealing with someone who's a little bit unchangeable. This is coming through in love. For some of you dealing with someone in love, you're dealing with a King of Swords. Even if they're more masculine, feminine, doesn't matter. Someone's a little bit stuck in their ways, and there's an incompatibility in love. And so I think Spirit is kind of guiding you to maybe play the field a little bit with that Three of Cups. Get out there, have a good time. At the same time, definitely have some fun this month, all right? The Three of Cups is here. Go out. Don't take life so seriously, but you do need to start focusing on a long-term vision. For those of you here, you start to realize, like, what is going to fulfill me long-term, and I have to make a stern decision as the King of Swords to really bring that into my reality. We're going to have to clarify what that's all about in a moment. Now, let's go ahead and move on to the clarification portion of this reading, Leo, and get into this reading. So, first card that I would like to clarify is why the Hierophant is here. All right, why is the Hierophant here? Some of you, there is an opportunity to move forward with someone in love, like become more committed, even though you have problems. No, I'm getting that no relationship is perfect. So I don't know. Let's go ahead and see, why is the Hierophant here for you, Leo? A lot of you have been avoiding someone in love because you just don't. It's like they're not perfect, but no one's perfect, and I think some of you start to have that realization. I don't know. Why is the Hierophant here though, Leo, for you and your opportunity for October? Hierophant in your opportunity, Leo, is clarified by the King of Wands, the Tower, and also the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you start to basically boss up and be like, yo, like, what? Like, if you don't create your own reality, someone is going to create it for you. All right? If you don't create your own reality, someone is going to create it for you. So what you're starting to realize is like, why am I giving my power away to something that makes me feel stuck? Especially when it comes to how you make money or something to do with a partner that you're attached to. For some of you that like, some of you are attached, this is for a select few of you, you're attached to a partner who provides you all the money and you feel stuck in that. All right, for others of you, you're going to be in a job and it provides you all the money and you feel stuck in that. And with this opportunity here, you start to be like, yo, King of Wands is someone who does not give in to the Hierophant. If you want to have beef right now, you want to know who has some good, juicy beef? It's the King of Wands and the Hierophant, in my opinion. Because the King of Wands is like, yo, I'm the king of the spiritual world. I'm the king of passion. I'm the king of, like, create your own reality, in my opinion. And the Hierophants here are like, well, King of Wands is a dangerous individual to society. We must brainwash society into thinking that the King of Wands is bad. And so, like, there's something here about saying, like, fuck you, authority, Tower. So, that's what I got there, right? So, let's keep going here. I do want to clarify why the devil is here in your overall general energy. To be fair, some of you are having a very fun time with someone, and like the King of Pentacles to the devil does not have to be all bad. So for a select few of you, I do sense there being a very juicy love connection here. The problem is that it might be basically all physical. All right, so all right, let's go ahead and see why the devil is here for you, Leo, in your overall general energy. Why is the devil card for you here? One more. Why is the devil here, Leo? All right. The devil, Leo, is clarified by the Knight of Swords, the Two of Cups, and also the Eight of Pentacles here. So for a lot of you, it definitely has to do with your work. For a lot of you as well, it's like you're married to the game of your job. Like you, the Two of Cups here, and also the Eight of Pentacles here. This is literally the card of productivity and your work. So the devil, I just get you're mindlessly going to work. Something you used to be passionate about, it just starts to feel like, oh my God, like, you could have an element of love for it, but for a lot of you, this is also to do with love, this devil. So a lot of you, the meaning of the love and the work could be simultaneous, but for a lot of you, you're either dealing with a work situation that's a devil or a love situation that's a devil. You also have the Knight of Swords here. And so what this tells me in your overall general energy is there's going to be a feeling of like, just you want to do away with this energy. You're having a desire to like, to confront it. And that's why the King of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, and the Tower is here, Leo. Because it's up to you to kind of like, and if you're not in a job and if you're not in a relationship, this could literally just be your view of society at large. This could just be you being upset with everyone stuck in a rat race. This could just be you upset with the way that society is laid out. I do have to say that to a select few of you who are not in a relationship or currently do not have a job. So it's like, how do you want to, it's like something about you creating, and that's why here with the advice from Spirit is creating a world that feels emotionally good. Do you know that you can do that? I don't think a lot of you know you can do that. Like a lot of you are like, well, we can create a world, but you know, it's like we're always going to have Joshua, my boss, that's going to create it for me. It's like, no, like Joshua does not have to be in your world. I understand, like subconsciously you've been trained from fucking school, like, or whatever. But like, you can create anything that you want. Have you even tried? I don't know. Let's go ahead and see why the Two of Swords is here, Leo, and your challenge, right? What is it that you don't want to look at? What is it that is holding you back? All right, let's go ahead and see. Why is the Two of Swords here? The Two of Swords in your challenge, Leo, is clarified by the Eight of Cups, the Three of Wands, and also the High Priestess here. It's like there's something it's like you don't want to look at something because it's just too fucking, it's too much to deal with here. The High Priestess is like, you know that once you open this can of worms, it's gonna lead to a lot of other realizations that may be painful to have for you. You also don't know what you're gonna do if you really open it, right? You have the Three of Wands here, which is kind of about being optimistic, right? You're having a challenge being optimistic if you can admit yourself to a reality that you find yourself in. And you also have the Eight of Cups here, because if you were to admit to yourself how much you don't like something, how much this devil pull has on you, you would realize that I have to make a change here. But it's just easier to kind of like, they say ignorance is bliss, right? But the problem is that you're not completely ignorant, especially after watching this reading. And so, you know, I don't know, Leo. This is some intense stuff. Let's keep going now. Let's go ahead and clarify why the Hanged Man is here in your what you don't see coming. What is this realization that you have here? What is this realization that you have in October? Or this sacrifice that you make, this willingness to, I feel like it's surrendering to this thing you're trying to not look at. I really do feel like that's what you don't see coming. Why is the Hanged Man here for Leo? The Hanged Man, Leo, in what you don't see coming, is clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you finally start to look at and deal with something that you've been trying to avoid here that's been wounding you, right? You have the Nine of Wands here, which is like kind of just being a little bit like, oh my God, I can't believe I have to deal with this, but I'm going to do it. And it's something to do with the physical world, right? So for a lot of you, this is going to be related to your work and your money. For others of you, it's funny because the Queen and the King of Pentacles. So for a lot of you, this has to do with someone in love that you're just really not sure about here. A lot of you, you start to realize that like you've been told a lie. The Seven of Swords has come out twice, and the Seven of Swords is in what you don't see coming twice. And what that tells me, Leo, is like some of you have a painful realization that like it's like something has been robbing you. Whether it's this person telling you something that's not true, or like it's just like an unfair deal or something you got yourself involved in. Let's get some advice from your spirit guides now, though. Why is the Ten of Cups here in the advice from your spirit guides? I feel like it's like you need to create your own new reality, right? Let's go ahead and see. Why is the Ten of Cups here for you in the advice from your spirit guides? Yeah. One more. Why is the Ten of Cups here in the advice from our spirit guides? Ten of Cups clarified by the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and also the Ace of Swords here. So there's some sort of a foundation that you're going to right now that you know is ultimately not as stable as you would have liked it to be, right? The Ace of Swords is knowing, it's knowledge. The Nine of Swords is some sort of pain, and the Four of Pentacles here, I really feel like the advice here is that although you have stability in your life right now, all right, although you have stability with this devil energy, King of Pentacles, it could be your work, it could be a partner, you have stability. It's almost like you're moving towards an endedness, like, well, you're secure, but it feels shitty. And your advice from Spirit is that you may need to completely have a new beginning. But this is only going to happen when you finally decide to do it, right? The King of Swords is someone who has a lot of mental fortitude and a lot of mental strength. So you need to start beefing here, Leo, right? I don't care. This could be the Queen of Wands if you're more feminine. You have beef right now, all right? You got beef with something, and you need to take care of it in your own Leo fashion. So with that being said, I'm going to conclude this reading. I hope that it provided you clarity and insight. I'll talk to you next time, Leo. Peace.